Hello fellow woodworkers and welcome to this week's edition of the Garage Workshop 10-minute tool review. This week we're going to be checking out the Cenar interchangeable battery adapter. Roll the intro. So fellow woodworkers, you all know from my channel I have mentioned in the past my concern about different battery formats and how we use them. So even in the Garage Workshop I have these batteries which are for my Ryobi. I've got a Ryobi air nailer and I've got a Ryobi impact driver. I have a Ferrex battery which runs my Ferrex battery system for a couple of the tools I have. I obviously have my DeWalt battery which runs my DeWalt drill and a couple of the other DeWalt tools that I have, and of course I have my Parkside battery that runs all of my Parkside devices. Now, like me, I'm sure you have lots of different power tools, and I find the batteries are literally a license to print money for the manufacturers. The cost of replacement batteries is astronomical, and as I mentioned in a video that I did, I think it was last year, I have delved into the alternative battery market before. I had this original Ryobi battery that came on my impact driver when I bought it. I bought one of those all-in-one kits which Ryobi do quite a lot of, where you got the actual tool, you got the battery, and you got the battery charger. But I followed that up by buying an 18-volt lithium battery sort of replacement on, I think it was Wish back then. This lithium battery, equally as good as this one. Obviously quite a significant size difference, but they produce the same amount of power and last for roughly the same amount of time. I also did the same with my DeWalt battery. This is my original DeWalt battery, but I've got the equivalent replacement battery on the actual tool now, which is almost identical to this. It's not bigger like my Ryobi one. It literally is the same size. It looks the same, it just hasn't got DeWalt written on it. And again, produces the same amount of power with the same amount of battery life as my DeWalt. Now, there are new players in the battery market, and one of them is a company called Cenar. They reached out to me, and just for transparency, they're not paying me to make this 10-minute tool review. They reached out and said, do you think that this battery product is something that your subscribers would use? And as I've said to you before, if I think it's something you use or I will use, then of course I will look at it. So I said, yep, please send me something, let's have a look, because I know these battery chargers are very, battery alternatives are very popular. In fact, Stuart did one on Proper DIY a couple of weeks ago. I'll put a link in the description of a similar battery. So Cenar have sent me this. Now, this is not a replacement battery, an alternative replacement battery like this. Cenar do make them on their website. They've got these sort of duplicate batteries for all the main brands: Bosch, DeWalt, Craftsman, Black & Decker, EINHELL, EINHELL, however you say that one. I can never say that. I always say Echenel. Milwaukee, Makita, Works, Ryobi, you name it, they do make these batteries. But this product is different. This is an interchangeable battery adapter. And at the moment, this interchangeable battery adapter will work with all 18 and 20 volt devices, and they don't make them for every brand, but they do make them for a lot of the big brands. So they've got Porter, Ryobi, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, Craftsman, and basically this attaches to their battery. It's not a duplicate battery, it's an attachment. So in this week's video, I want to have a look at it, put it in a tool, and see if it's any good. So Cenar sent me two products. This one is the actual universal adapter. So let's open the box. I haven't opened it yet. Obviously I've seen it on the website. So that is the adapter that comes in the box. And as you can see, almost identical to my proper original Ryobi battery, same shape. All of the design on the front is exactly the same as the Ryobi one. So the adapter will fit any Ryobi device. So you literally just stick it in the same way as you would anything else, and it fits. This is my Ryobi impact drill, and the Ryobi battery slits in just like that. And the adapter, the Cenar adapter, which is absolutely identical in every single way to the battery, the design is identical, slips in exactly the same way. But obviously that's not going to do you any good on its own. So what Cenar have sent me is one of these, the USB battery that goes with this adapter. Now, at the moment, this range is only in the 80 and 20 volt. It's a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and it has two connectors on it. Now, I've not opened it yet. Let's have a look on the inside. All of the Cenar battery packs come with a 3-year warranty. Let's open it out. It is quite a weighty battery, I'm not going to lie. So there is the battery. As I said, 18 volt. It says 18 up to 20, but basically it's an 18 volt. It's called PD Nation, this range of batteries. And on the front, it's got a couple of connectors. And the interesting thing about these batteries is one of the connectors, let me just open them both up so you can see them. One of the connectors is how you actually connect it to charge it. And the other connector is to enable you to use it as a power bank. So essentially, if you're out and you're on a site and you're using this battery and your phone runs low, then you can just connect your phone to it and it will output and charge your battery. And on the back of the box, it says it's got a Type A port output, which it says is 5 volt, 2.2 amps. And the input is from 18 to 20 volts. So to attach it to the actual adapter, very, very straightforward. You literally just put the guide rails on, if I can do it the right way round. There we are. So now the adapter is on the unit, as you can see. Now I've just opened this battery. I haven't pre-charged it or anything like that. So I don't know how much energy it's got in it, but if you press this little red button, there's a little window there. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. It does give you an indicator. I think you can see that there. So that is 2 of the 4 bars. So it's sort of halfway charged. Now, will it work with my Ryobi? Well, at the moment, I've not tried it. Hopefully it will. But the thing about these batteries are, they are universal. So if you want to put this same battery on an adapter for, let's say, a DeWalt or a Milwaukee, then you just slide the adapter off, put the same battery on there, and it will work. So let's give it a go. Okay, so as you can see, works really, really well. Now, let's try the original Ryobi battery, which is also just under half charged. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, but there was a definite sound. This one was nowhere near as powerful as the Cenar one. Let's just listen again. Definitely a less power in this one, but I want this to be a fair test. So what I'm going to do is just pop both of these batteries on charge till they're fully charged, and then let's listen again. Okay, so fellow woodworkers, the batteries have charged. Interestingly, I said this was about half full. It doesn't have an indicator light on it, this battery, but it was fully charged and I hadn't used it very much. It took 23 minutes to charge that. This battery took 51 minutes to charge, bearing in mind it was already half charged, and I actually charged this on a USB-C coming through like an Apple charger plugged straight in, so not through a USB one. So it took quite a long time to charge. So I'm just going to do one of my very regular scientific tests. I've just got 2 screws, and obviously I can't test these in a proper way. This is just literally going to be done on my feeling from how powerful the battery is when it is attached. So we're going to start off first of all with the Ryobi battery, and we'll see how that goes just screwing into this piece of timber. Ryobi battery first. Nice and powerful, felt very powerful in my hand. Let's try the Cenar battery now. I just need to reconnect it. It's actually quite stiff connecting this on and off. I think I'll probably leave it on after I've done this one because it took a big bash to get it off. Getting it on's fine, it's just getting it off. So, bigger battery, obviously it weighs a lot more. Let's try this one. Okay, like I said, it's not a scientific experiment, but it did feel a lot more powerful than this. Now, this is an 18 volt, it's only 2 amp hours, and obviously this is 4 amp hours, so I know there is a difference in the two, but there was quite a significant power difference in that, and it felt really nice. It was very well balanced. It's a lot heavier, obviously it's 497, but to me this is equally as good as this battery. Now this lithium battery that I've got here, which is one of the sort of duplicate ones, is actually 6 amp hours. So I'm just going to do that same experiment again and see how it stacks up against this one. So I'm just going to pop this battery in and we'll do the same test again. Nice and powerful. Let's try it in comparison to the Cenar again. Well, I have to say that battery in comparison to my duplicate was much more powerful. I could feel it a lot more as I was driving it in. So overall, very impressed with the Cenar battery. So fellow woodworkers, as you've just seen, the adapter attached to the Cenar power battery worked really, really well. It was equally as good as my original Ryobi battery. And of course, the key thing with something like this is cost. Now, at the moment, Cenar are selling these battery adapters for $15.99, which in the UK is about £12.30-ish odd. They are on sale at the moment. They're normally more expensive than that, but at the moment you can pick one of these up for £12.35. In terms of the battery, the 4 amp hour battery, the one that I have got, the thinner, sort of smaller one, at the moment they are $59.99 or about £46. So you might well be thinking, well, actually, that's still a lot of money. And yes, it is, but for under £60, you can get yourself a brand new battery, an 18 volt, 4 amp hour battery set for any of your current power tools. The lithium ion batteries, like this DeWalt one, I looked at them recently on Harbour Freight, and they are over $100, or they were when I looked them up. And the Ryobi battery, the replacement Ryobi battery, is significantly more. When I looked in B&Q, it was about £70 for a Ryobi battery. And the thing about the adapter is, obviously, you can buy adapters for all of your different tools, but still have the original power unit. Whereas with DeWalt or Ryobi batteries, this battery will only ever fit a DeWalt. Now, I know in Stuart's recent video, and again, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it, it's really interesting. He talked about having those different universal batteries. For me, having been using duplicate batteries like this one for a long time now, I've not noticed any excessive wear in my tool. I've not noticed them lasting longer. I've not noticed them lasting a least amount of time. They are as good as my standard battery produced by the manufacturer. So for me, the Cenar universal battery system is definitely a winner, and I'm going to be investing in a couple more of the adapters to fit my other tools. Now, one thing I did point out to Cenar when they reached out to me was what they really need is a battery adapter like this that goes with Parkside tools. Now, Parkside in particular, their batteries are quite unique because they have these batteries, and like Bosch and other manufacturers, they have the sort of triangular shaped batteries as well. But an adapter for a Parkside battery would do really well. Even though Parkside batteries are, you know, quite cost effective, they're not very expensive, having that universal adapter system would really help. So that's the end of this week's 10-minute tool review, fellow woodworkers. Hopefully you found that useful. Let me know in the comments, and if you've had any experience of using this Cenar battery system or their sort of duplicate batteries, also let me know in the comments. If it's your first time at the Garage Workshop, please can I ask you to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you know when new content comes out. If you're a regular viewer, again, thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to like and comment and give me your opinion on the CENR universal battery system. Take care, fellow woodworkers.